Jump center for Noblesville. Gamble for the Broncos, and the Broncos win the tip. The sophomore Brandon Williams brings it into the front court. The Broncos moving right to left on your radio dial or computer screen. Williams with the top of the key in the front court. Left wing to Munoz. Man-to-man defense by the Millers, who are dressed in black here tonight with gold numerals and gold trim. Gamble with it. He splashes down the lane. He pivots in the lane. Fires a jumper. No. Rebound is pulled out of there by Raymond Burke for the Millers. Off to Snyder, and Snyder brings it into the front court for Noblesville. Right wing Harmon. Started hand pressure by the Broncos. Harmon is double teamed. He's in trouble. He needs help. Now he gets it into the lane to Jones. Jones puts it up off the glass. Got it in a foul. Pretty good athletic move on the baseline by Andrew Jones, and he gives the Millers a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Jordan Oakley got called for the foul right there. A quick foul, not what Coach Funnell wanted. And you can see right away the physical play inside by the Noblesville Millers.
So Andrew Jones shoots one free throw. Jordan Oakley the foul. His first team's first. The free throw missed by Jones. Rebound to Jeff Munoz. Now to Williams. To Gamble in the front court. Far corner to Koger, and he lost the ball out of bounds. Not very good concentration there by Blaine. That's the first Bronco turnover. So Snyder with the ball back for the Noblesville Millers. 2-0 Millers. We've played just about a minute here in the first quarter. And he sends it right wing front court to Nemeth. Double team to Jones. Now cross court pass to Snyder. Now it goes to Harmon. Harmon drove down inside and then dished it back out high to Nemeth. Harmon with it again. Down low to Nemeth. He had his shot blocked on the baseline by Koger. Nicely out of bounds. And Millers will keep the basketball, leading 2-0.
Yeah, good physical play there by Koger to come up from behind, swat the ball, but not get the foul.
Doug Snyder will trigger the Miller inbound pass, baseline right. He looks inside, nothing there. Now he gets it into Burks on the right wing, back to Snyder in the corner. Guarded very closely by Williams. Snyder on the dribble, picks up his dribble. Looks down low. Good pressure by Williams. Now we're going to get a tic-tac foul called on the Broncos, though. It's going to be whistled. We'll see who is picked up. Jordan Oakley will be the guilty party. That's his second. He's going to have to check out, replaced by Shane Wyatt.
Yeah, Shane Wyatt's already in the game. That's not at all what Coach Funnell's looking for. 2 quick fouls. Jordan Oakley, he's got to have better concentration than that.
So the 6'2 sophomore comes in Wyatt. Here's an inbound pass and a three-pointer made in the corner by Stephen Harmon. And Noblesville leads 5-0. Jeff quickly back up the floor. Koger with the top of the key. Left wing to Munoz. Guarded by Burks. They hedge out on him. Now Munoz tried to drive. Nothing there. Near corner. 3 ball in the air. Koger rattled out. Rebound. Pulled out of there by Nemeth for Noblesville. The Millers have the ball in a 5-0 lead. Harmon with it. Down low. Baseline left. Jones. He drives to the bucket and scores. Andrew Jones with 4 and a very quick start for Noblesville. 7-0. And Jeff turns it over at the half-court line. A traveling call called on Brandon Williams, and Jeff does not look to be too sharp mentally early in this ball game, Paul.
Yeah, they've only got a couple of shots off due to some sloppy turnovers here.
So Noblesville with the basketball, leading 7-0. Snyder with the ball. He brings it into the front court behind the back dribble. Top of the key stops, guarded by Williams. Right wing to Harmon. Harmon finds Nemeth out high. Koger the defensive assignment to Burks. Noblesville again on top, 7-0. Lobs it down low to Jones. Nice catch by Jones. He lays it in for 2. He's got 6. That was a real nice pass by Raymond Burks. 9-0 Noblesville, and Coach Scott Barnell needs a timeout to talk things over with his Broncos.
An organization devoted to helping you. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Back here at the Crawley Center, Jeff trailing 9-0 Noblesville. The Broncos with the ball, and Coach Bunnell said in the pregame interview, Paul, he expected Noblesville to get the ball inside, and they have tonight with Andrew Jones. He's got 6 points of their 9. Here's a 3-ball miss by Williams for Jeff, and another Noblesville rebound. Now they push the tempo. Baseline left. Nemeth lays it up and in. He's got his first 2, 11-0, so they push the tempo there, get an easy bucket lead, 11-0. Front court, Wyatt with a baseline right. He turns on Jones, lost the ball. It's deflected out into the Noblesville bench. Last touched by the Millers. So the Millers with a lot of confidence here early, Paul, leading 11-0.
Yeah, the Broncos have shown over the course of the early season that they have the ability to come back, but they'll need to play a clean ball game and not be turning the ball over.
Williams with it. He got it back from In the far corner, Williams goes. Top of the key. Munoz launches a three. It's no good. Rebound to Gamble. Baseline left. Broncos still yet to score. 4:50 to go. Gamble drives the baseline, draws the blocking foul on the baseline, and he was passing the ball, so he will not shoot free throws here. And I think Andrew Jones called for the foul, his first, team foul number 1.
Yeah, good job by Joe Gamble of getting up there and getting that offensive rebound. That's what the Broncos need to do.
6'5" senior picks up his first foul. The inbounds pass to Wyatt on the left side of the lane. A little 7-footer is good for Shane. First 2 points for Jeff. They trail 11-2.
A nice little inbounds play and a nice job by Wyatt of putting the ball in.
Miller's with the ball in front court. Nemeth with it. Now out to Snyder, high right wing. Top of the key to Burks. Lobs it down low again to Jones. This time Gamble deflected it away nicely, and Jeff gets a steal. Munoz with it in the front court for the Broncos, trailing 11-2. Top of the key to Gamble. He drives the right side of the lane, spins in the lane, puts up a shot, no. Rebound is tipped. Gamble tried to bounce it off the leg of a defender and does. Another great hustle play by Gamble to bounce that off the leg of Doug Snyder.
Yeah, I tell you what, Gamble looks like he's all over the place down there. He's picking up rebounds, and that time he did not get a handle on it, but he managed to knock it off of a Miller out of bounds.
Gamble inbounding baseline right into Wyatt on the baseline. Jeff down 11-2. Out to Williams, top of the key. Man-to-man defensive pressure by Noblesville. Far sideline to Koger, to Munoz. Inside to Wyatt. The pass deflected and intercepted by Noblesville. Snyder, that's the third Bronco turnover.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy pass there.
Burks, baseline left. He's called for steps for Noblesville, so the Millers will turn it right back over to the Broncos. Second Noblesville turnover. 3:54 to go first quarter. Noblesville on top by 9, 11-2. And Brandon Williams will walk the ball into the front court for the Broncos. Top of the key between the circles. Brandon backs it out to the center. Now to Koger here on the near sideline. Near corner to Gamble. He drives the baseline. He's cut off by Burks. He keeps the dribble. Now he drives back down the baseline. He shot up and good. Boy, a reverse move by Gamble. It looked like he'd pull it back out, then drove the baseline anyway. Laid it in, 11-4, Noblesville.
Yeah, nice drive there, and he put the ball in. Got a little bit of a roll off the front of the rim, and a nice bucket there.
Snyder tries to go coast to coast to the Millers, and he lays it in. Doug Snyder with 2-13-4, Noblesville. Got to stop the penetration from the ball dribble. The Broncos didn't do that. On the other end, Williams, a three ball, no good. Rebound to Burks. Now to Snyder. He's up the far sideline for Noblesville to Nemeth. Nemeth on the left wing. Millers lead 13-4. Nemeth, top of the key, launches a three, way short. Rebound is loose, picked up by Cesar Munoz for Jeff. He races into the front court. Right wing, now tries to drive inside, a little floater in the lane. Good, and it's foul. Cesar Munoz with his first two, and he'll go to the line for Jeff to try and give the Broncos their 7th point as they trail 13-6.
The Broncos in an early hole, and the senior Cesar Munoz really stepped up there, took it himself, and got the bucket and the foul.
Bill Nemeth with the foul, his first, team second. Substitution for the Millers. Kurt McCullough checked in, replacing Andrew Jones. Free throw by Cesar is good, so it's a three-point play. 13-7 is the Noblesville lead. 2:47 to go in the first quarter. McCullough with the ball in backcourt, and he'll bring it into the front court now. He passes to Snyder, who brings it into the front court. Far corner to Nemeth. Nemeth guarded defensively by Koger. Cross-court pass by Nemeth. Near corner McCullough. His three ball no good. Rebound to Koger. 2-on-1 break for the Broncos. Koger drives the baseline. Shot up, wouldn't fall. Rebound pulled out of there by Snyder. Long lead pass to Nemeth. Nemeth drives the baseline and scores for the Millers. He's got 4, 15-7 Noblesville. We've also got Tyler Richardson on the floor for the Broncos. On the other end, Munoz driving the left baseline. Fouled on his way to the bucket, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Raymond Burks picks up the Noblesville foul, his first, team's third. Noblesville leads by 8, 15-7.
On that last breakaway for the Broncos, Koger looked like he had a shot to make it or pass it off. There's the bucket by Cesar Munoz for the first free throw. And they did not make the bucket, and then they got Burton going back the other way. They have to be careful not to let the Millers do the same thing to them.
Munoz makes a pair from the line, 15-9 Millers. 2:10 to go here in the first quarter from the Crowley Center. And to Snyder with the ball. He brings it into the front court, near corner to McCullough, guarded closely by Koger. To Burks, out high to Nemeth. Nemeth will not shoot. He looks for help, puts it on the floor. Back in the near corner to McCullough. To Snyder now. He's double teamed. Nice inside pass to Nemeth. And Nemeth is fouled on the shot attempt. The shot wouldn't fall. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A good cut there without the ball by Phil Nemeth. Shane Wyatt guilty of his first foul. Nemeth's first free throw is good. He's got 5. We got Timmy Fogarty in the lineup for the first time for Jeff, replacing Joe Gamble.
Joe's done a nice job so far. He's really played a lot bigger than he is. So doing a nice job of getting up and getting some rebounds.
Second free throw by Nemeth is also buried. Dusty Mills is in the Noblesville lineup. 17-9 Millers. Millers have led all the way so far with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Fogarty with it front court. To Koger, far sideline. Now Munoz with it top of the key, guarded by Burks. He pulls up for a long 3. No. Loose ball rebound grabbed by Noblesville. We've got a whistle and a foul. We've got a hook called. It'll be called on Noblesville. Kirk McCullough picked up a foul on the rebound there, Paul. The official said I think he used the swim hook.
So it should be called there, but the Broncos will take everything they can get. They're down by 8 points right now with a minute and 34 left in this first period.
So Fogarty with the inbounds pass, baseline right. Into Wyatt, far corner, now to Koger. Inside pass to Fogarty is tipped and intercepted by Nemeth of Noblesville. To Mills. To Burks, who stops in the right wing front court for the Millers. Top of the key to Nemeth, and he takes an extra step before that dribble. 3 Noblesville turnovers now. 1:23 to go first quarter, 17-9 Noblesville.
Both teams are really not playing that cleanly so far. A couple travels been called on Noblesville and a couple of errant passes by the Broncos.
Munoz with it to Koger, top of the key, guarded closely by Mills. Left wing to Munoz. Munoz has 5 points here in the first quarter. Munoz sends it near corner to Koger. Koger on the dribble, top of the key to Richardson, far corner to Munoz. He drives the baseline, dishes to Wyatt. Wyatt shot up on the baseline, wouldn't fall. His tip is no good. And finally the rebound taken down by Noblesville. McCullough to Mills, long lead pass to Nemeth, baseline left. And he spins on the baseline, shot up, no. Rebound is deflected and tipped. And out of bounds on the far sideline to Noblesville. Noblesville will keep the basketball, leading by 8, under a minute to go, as Andrew Jones comes back in for Noblesville, as well as number 23, Doug Snyder.
Yeah, that ball was bounced around forever there under the basket. Finally got tipped out and was headed towards out of bounds. Tyler Richardson had a chance to save it, but it looked like he wasn't sure who that was last touched by.
Inbounds pass to Jones, baseline left. In the corner to Harmis, back to Jones on the baseline. He turns by his defender. Wyatt missed the shot. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Jones. And the Broncos got a break there because Jones made a nice post play, but he didn't finish.
Yeah, he made a nice move there on Shane Wyatt and had a clean shot at the basket, but he missed the shot.
17-9 Noblesville. 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tyler Richardson with the ball front court for Jeff, dribbling the ball out by the half-court line, and Noblesville sags back defensively, and with 18 seconds to go, the Broncos appear to play for 1 here. Munoz with it now. Right in front of us. He dribbles back to the center circle. 10 seconds to go. Munoz top of the key. And near corner to Fogarty. He drives inside. Dishes down low to Munoz. Ball knocked out of bounds with 2.8 to go. Last touch by Caesar, and that's going to be Jeff's 5th turnover.
Yeah, Caesar was trying to get inside and get a foul there, but it was not called, and now it'll be Noblesville's ball.
Phil Nemeth checks back in for Dusty Mills. Noblesville has to go the length of the floor, and 2.8 to go. Snyder to inbound. Koger back there defending. Half-court pass to Jones. Jones launches from about 25 feet right wing. He missed it long. So the first quarter belongs to the visitors from Noblesville by a score of 17-9. They had some good inside play, but they also had some nice transition buckets as well.
Yeah, Noblesville really playing a good variety of basketball here. They started in man-to-man defense, finished in zone defense. They're doing a good job, and they've led pretty much throughout the whole first quarter.
Noblesville with the ball to start the second quarter. Snyder misses a runner on a baseline. Rebound, though, grabbed by Harmis. Snyder gets it back, drives the right baseline, missed the layup, got his own rebound, put back try. Good. So there the Millers found the offensive boards, and they lead by 10, 19-9.
Yeah, that's 2 offensive rebounds, and Jeff can't be affording to give up those offensive boards.
Munoz, a 3-ball right wing is buried. His first triple of the ball game. He's got 8. It's a 7-point Noblesville lead, 9-12.
Yeah, that could be huge. Good passing. And a sweet shot there by Munoz on the far side.
Nemus with the ball front court for the Millers, moving left to right. Inside pass to Snyder from McCullough. It was missed on the shot. Rebound to Wyatt for the Broncos to Richardson. And Tyler Richardson, far corner to Fogarty. Inside pass to Wyatt. Good catch by Shane, and he lays it in. Shane with 4, 19-14, Noblesville.
Nice assist there by Fogarty. Tossed it up over the top, and Wyatt made a good catch and a good basket.
McCullough with it, front court for Noblesville. Cross-court pass to Nemus. Man-to-man pressure by the Broncos. Driving the baseline, Harmis. He lost the ball. Let's see if it was deflected out by Jeff. Yes, the Millers will keep leading by 5 as Joe Gamble's going to check back in for Jeff, replacing Fogarty. We've got Joe Gamble, Tyler Richardson, Shane Wyatt, Blaine Coger, and Cesar Munoz on the floor for the Broncos. We've got a timeout called here by Dave McCullough of the 14 Noblesville. Millers with the ball. They inbound to Nemeth. Right wing, Nemeth with the ball. Going to shoot a long 3, Nemeth is. Way off the mark. It's an air ball. Richardson with the rebound for Jeff. And he turns it over. Pass taken away by Snyder. He drives the other end and lays it up and in. Doug Snyder with 6, 21-14, Noblesville.
The Broncos just wasted some good defense by turning the ball over right there.
Munoz with it front court, top of the key. Drives the left side of the lane, dishes off to Coger. Pulls up for an 18-footer on the wing. No good. Rebound to Harmis for the Millers. Millers with the ball, and they've got a 7-point lead. Snyder with it front court, far sideline to Harmis. Down on the baseline it goes to Snyder, top of the key. Nemeth, a 3-ball is missed. Rebound is knocked around and finally deflected out to Jeff. Coger into the front court on the dribble. Bounces far corner to Gamble, and he lost it out of bounds. So Jeff with 7 turnovers now with 5:51 to go second quarter, trailing 21-14.
The Broncos have had their share of opportunities here, but they've let a couple slip away just recently here in the second quarter.
Raymond Burks checks back in for Noblesville, and we also get number 12, Anthony Woods, into the lineup for the first time. Munoz deflected an inbounds pass out of bounds from Woods. The Millers will keep it here. Inbounding in backcourt here with Kirk McCullough. McCullough inbounds to Burks. Picked up by Fogarty in the backcourt. Now Burks double team, and we get a whistle and a foul on the double team. And I think it's going to go against Timmy Fogarty. That's the case. That'll be his first, team's 4th.
Yeah, Fogarty has really come out as a good defensive specialist, and he made some good pressure there, but got whistle for the foul.
Inbounds pass to Woods. Woods quickly into the front court for Noblesville. We got a vicious screen right across the half-court line, set by Burks for Noblesville. In fact, it's an illegal screen, Paul. The officials say that's going to be Burks' second foul.
Yeah, Munoz was running almost full tilt to stay with his man, and he got hit with that tough screen right there, and a good call by the officials.
4 turnovers for the Millers, and the Jeff Broncos get the ball back, trailing by 7. Fogarty sends a pass in the lane to Gamble. He lost the ball, picked up by Wyatt, and Wyatt scored. Wyatt with 6, 21-16 Millers.
Good awareness by Wyatt there to pick up that loose ball and put the ball in the bucket.
Jones brings it into the front court. He goes right to the bucket and scores. He took that ball from the half-court line and went all the way underneath the bucket. He's got 8, 23-16 Noblesville. On the other end, Fogarty is hammered in the lane by Jones, and Jones has picked up his second personal for Noblesville, and Fogarty will shoot 2 free throws. Team 6 foul. 2 free throws coming here for Timmy Fogarty. Timmy is yet to score in this ball game. Jeff down by 23-16 count right now. We're going to get Noblesville substitutions like Stephen Harmis and Phil Nemeth will check back in. Fogarty dribbles at the foul line. His free throw is in the air, and it's no good. And he's actually shooting into what appears to be I guess a makeshift Noblesville student section that's made its way down here from Noblesville.
Yeah, there's a good turnout here from Noblesville. And the Broncos right now down 7, and I just saw Cesar Munoz over there talking to his coaches. They're trying to get something going, and they need something here.
Fogarty makes 1 of 2 as he makes the second. 23-17. Jeff down with 5:08 to go here in the second quarter. Cesar Munoz is going to check out. Blaine Koger back in the lineup. We also got Brandon Williams in the lineup. Inbounds pass by Snyder into McCullough in the far corner, and McCullough lost that ball out of bounds. So that's a Miller turnover, their 5th.
A good defensive pressure by Fogarty right there. He maybe even blocked the vision of the guy who was getting the ball, and it bounced off of him out of bounds. Bronco ball.
Gamble inbounds far corner to Fogarty. Now to Williams. To Gamble as the Millers are in a 2-3 zone right now. Williams with it, top of the key. Now far sideline to Fogarty on the baseline to Wyatt. He turns on his defender. Shot up off the glass and good. Wyatt's early season brilliance continues. He's got 8, 23-19 Millers.
Yeah, nice move there. A fadeaway jumper, and he put that one in.
And Wyatt just seems to get better and better every game. 3 ball near corner by McCullough. No good for the Millers. Offensive rebound, though, to Nemeth. Far corner. Harmis a 3 ball, and he hits it. Stephen Harmis has a pair of 3s, 6 in the game, 26-19 Noblesville. Front court, Koger a long 3 far sideline, wouldn't go. Rebound to Snyder for Noblesville. Snyder, lead pass underneath the bucket to Harmis, and he lays it in. Harmis with 8, 28-19 Millers, and that's going to precipitate a timeout by head coach Scott. Surprising a little bit to Coach Bunnell, surprised as well, Paul. Noblesville has been perhaps a little more of an up-tempo team than perhaps we thought coming in.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job moving the ball up and down the court, especially when the Broncos miss on their fast break.
Koger drains the 3 near corner for the Broncos. His first bucket, 28-22 Millers.
That's a big one to bring the Broncos within 6 here.
3:55 to go before halftime. Nemeth with it front court for Noblesville, right wing. Now to the baseline to Snyder, guarded very closely by Brandon Williams. Snyder dribbles to his left, and we're going to get a foul called here. It's going to go against the Noblesville Millers, an offensive foul. It's going to go on Stephen Harmis, I think. Nope, check that. It's going to be on Phil Nemeth, his second, team 7th. Player control foul, so the Broncos will take it out of bounds. But it is the Miller turnover there, 6. Far sideline, front court for the Broncos. Koger, top of the key to Williams. Now far corner to White. Back to Williams on the sideline. Far side. Top of the key to Gamble. The Millers continue to inside defensively. Williams with it top of the key. Left wing to Munoz. Looks like it's maybe a 3-2 zone now. Pass knocked out of bounds. Williams' pass is by Noblesville. Jeff will keep it down by 6. 3:20 to go first half here. Williams with it. Far sideline to Koger. In the far corner to White to Williams. In the far corner, Munoz is fouled on a corner jumper. He's going to step to the foul line here for foul shots. I think he was shooting a 2-pointer as Stephen Harmis picked up his first foul, team's 8th for Noblesville. Nope, the official says 3 free throws here. So Munoz fouled in the act of shooting a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's big because he was not wide open, but he did draw the foul.
He misses the first free throw, though. He was a perfect 3 for 3 prior to that miss. He gets 2 more with Jeff down by 6. Dusty Mills and another substitution will check in the lineup. We'll have to figure out who number 5 is here on the program here. That's going to be Grant Rogers, who checks in for Noblesville. Munoz made the second, and he makes the third. Made 2 out of 3. Excuse me, Leland Brown is number 5 for Noblesville. McCullough with the ball front court for the Millers. He dribbles to his left. Gets it off to Snyder, right wing to Harmis. He drives inside of the baseline. He's fouled on his way to the bucket. He'll shoot a couple of free throws here. Brandon Williams picked up his first foul, team's 5th. Noblesville by 4, 28-24.
This is important for the Broncos. They're down by only 4 points, and they need to get some more points on the board and shrink this Noblesville lead.
First free throw by Harmis spun out. Harmis with 8 points in the ball game for the Millers. Millers still lead by 4. Harmon dribbles on a second. It's in the air, and it is good. 29-24 is the Bronco deficit. 2:55 to go first half. Williams with it, front court. And he carried the ball. That's 8 Bronco turnovers. So some unforced errors have kind of hurt the Broncos in this ball game, at least in the first half tonight. There's a Jeff down by 5. Snyder with the ball, and he'll bring it into the front court, picked up defensively by Williams. Right wing to Harmis, closely guarded by Munoz. Top of the key to, I believe that's McCullough. He drives the left baseline and the left side of the lane, rather, turned it over. Wyatt tries to go coast to coast, but the Broncos missed the shot. Gamble hustled for the rebound, but couldn't pull it down as Leland Brown grabbed it for Noblesville. McCullough with it, front court for the Millers to Mills. Mills drives down the lane. His shot up and good off the glass. Good take there by Mills. His first two, 31-24 Millers.
Yeah, Mills is a small guy in the floor right there, but he just drove in there and put the ball in the basket.
Gamble with it. He drives right side of the lane for the Broncos, and he's going to be called for a travel. 9 Bronco turnovers.
The Broncos have been playing some good defense so far, but the turnovers have really negated some of that defense.
2:06 to go, first half here in the second quarter. 31-24 Noblesville with a 7-point lead in the ball. Slider, and he turns it over for Noblesville in the front court. But Williams turns it right back over. It's his lead pass to Koger too far out in front of Blaine, and that's the 10th Bronco turnover.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Williams was looking for Koger to turn over his other shoulder. Koger got turned around, and they turned the ball over.
McCullough on the other end slices to the basket and scores. A nice pass on the inbounds pass, and McCullough scored. 33-24 Millers. Koger with it. Drives the left side of the lane for the Broncos, and he travels. 11 Bronco turnovers, and 3 possessions in a row now, I think. The Broncos have turned it over.
Yeah, the Millers are definitely playing some good defense, but the Broncos are helping them out by turning the ball over.
9-point deficit for Jeff. Noblesville with the basketball. Doug Snyder with the ball. He looks to the bench for a play call. Now he dribbles into the front court. Right wing. Now he drives the baseline, runs into Wyatt, and we've got a blocking foul called on Shane Wyatt. That'll be Shane's second personal, and there'll be 2 free throws here for the Millers.
Yeah, it looked like Shane Wyatt was trying to get his feet set there. Couldn't do so, and he was called for that foul.
Doug Snyder, the free throw shooter for Noblesville. He's not attempted a foul shot tonight, but he does have 6 points. Snyder's first free throw is good. And Noblesville has a 10-point lead now. Their largest lead, 34-24, is Oakley's going to check back in. Jordan checks back in with 2 personals himself. Shane Wyatt goes to the bench. Second free throw by Snyder is also made. He switched them both. 35-24 Millers. 1:30 to go here in the second quarter. Gamble with the front court, spinning in the lane. Nice pass inside to Oakley. Reverse layup wouldn't fall, but he was fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That was a great no-look pass by Joe Gamble.
Yeah, he's really showing his stuff down there under the basket. A good behind-the-back pass, and Oakley almost managed to put in the reverse layup.
Dusty Mills picked up the foul, his first. Team foul number 9 for the Millers. 2 free throws here for Jordan Oakley. Oakley has not scored yet in the ball game until now. His first point. Noblesville lead is 10, 35-25, 1:22 to go second quarter. Tyler Richardson checks back in for Jeff, replacing Brandon Williams.
Until that free throw by Oakley, the Millers had made 7 straight points over the Broncos, and now it's up down to a 10-point lead.
Oakley's second free throw is missed. Rebound to Leland Brown for the Millers. And Snyder into the front court. Off to Dusty Mills, far sideline. Now he dribbles to his right. Ball is loose. Mills picks it back up at the half-court line and gives to Snyder on the far sideline. Richardson, the defensive assignment to Cullen. Baseline right now to Brown. Out high to Snyder. Snyder on the dribble to Mills. Under a minute to go. Mills tried to drive it inside, and he drew a foul. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 situation here. as the foul is going to be called on Blaine Koger, his first. 57 seconds to go in the half. 35-25 Millers. Now make it 36-25. Dusty Mills makes his first free throw. Dusty with 3 points in the game. Second free throw by Mills is also good. 12-point lead for the Millers. Richardson brings the ball up the far sideline into the front court to Koger. Inside pass to Oakley. Oakley in the lane. Out to Gamble, left wing. He pulls up for a 15-footer. Swished it. Joe Gamble with 4. 37-27 Noblesville.
Nice pass inside to Oakley, but then a good eyes by Oakley to pass it out to Gamble, who was open.
35 seconds to go in the half. Noblesville ball in the front court. Snyder with it, guarded very closely by Richardson. Out to the half-court line now to Mills with it. Mills dribbling to his right, now reverses back to his left. Far sideline to Snyder. 20 seconds to go in the half. Snyder on the dribble, top of the key. Back to Mills on the far sideline. 14 seconds to go in the half. Noblesville by 10. Mills holds the ball to Harmis. High left wing, 8 seconds to go to Mills. Left baseline, runs into traffic, drew a blocking foul on the baseline. Jordan Oakley will pick up his third personal. And Dusty Mills will get another 1-and-1 free throw situation.
For a small guy, Dusty Mills certainly knocked Oakley down pretty hard right there.
Yeah, he did.
Looked like some theatrics, but it looked to me as if Oakley did have his feet set there. Dusty Mills hit him very hard.
Mills hit two free throws about 30 seconds ago, and he hits his third in a row. 38-27 Noblesville. We got 6 seconds to go here in the half. The Broncos will get an opportunity if they can rebound here. And the rebound is loose. Mills got the rebound, and he puts it back up and in. 2 seconds to go. Richardson launches from three-quarter court. It is no good, but, boy, a big rebound put back there by Dusty Mills. And he was the three until December 27th against Valparaiso. Girls swimming team, same situation there. Varsity wrestling team, they're off until December 28th. JV wrestling team, they are off until January 10th, and gymnastics doesn't start till January 13th. Jeff starts with a second half miss underneath, and the rebound here to Noblesville. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Noblesville moving right to left, leading 40-27. Baseline drive and a bucket there by Stephen Harmis. He's got 11, 42-27 Millers.
The Jeff got caught back on their heels there. A good pass inside.
Broncos turn it over as Oakley had trouble with the basketball in the post. That's Jeff's 12th turnover. Here comes Snyder with it front court. Far sideline to Nemeth. Nemeth on the dribble, gets the screen, and we've got a violation. Apparently, Nemeth stepped out of bounds on the far sideline with the ball. 9 Noblesville turnovers. We got Joe Gamble, Brandon Williams, Cesar Munoz, Jordan Oakley, and Blaine Koger on the floor for the Broncos. Gamble in the lane, layup wouldn't go. Rebound knocked out by Jeff Oakley. 7:04 to go, third quarter, 42-27 Noblesville. Now we're going to get an overrulment by one of our officials, and Jeff's going to keep the ball. Gamble inbounding on the baseline. He calls a timeout. Couldn't get the ball inbounds. Joe couldn't. He called a timeout. 30-second timeout.
There on Joe Gamble, he had trouble getting that ball.
Otherwise, the Millers are going to perhaps run away and hide here. Gamble to inbound. Far corner to Oakley. Oakley to Williams now on the far sideline. Williams picked up his dribble, top the key to Koger. To Gamble. Gamble drives the left side of the lane, runs into Jones in the lane, and Gamble drew a blocking foul on Andrew Jones. That'll be Andrew's third personal foul.
Andrew Jones is the biggest player on the floor for the Noblesville Millers, so the Broncos would like to get him into foul trouble so that he will be on the bench.
Andrew's a 6'5" senior.
Actually, looks like that foul was called on number 23. That would be Doug Snyder, his first foul.
And that's what the scoreboard says, and it looked to me like the Gamble ran into Jones, but Snyder picked up the foul, so that's actually a break here for the Millers. Got a brief timeout here as they wipe up some moisture from the floor. And Gamble inbound, baseline right to Oakley, pump fake, and he lays it up and in. Good inbounds play there by Jeff. Oakley with 3, 42-29, Noblesville.
A good physical move by Oakley of backing Jones off the ball.
Full court pressure by the Broncos, broken by the Millers. Brandon Williams commits a foul, though. He fouls Doug Snyder, and that'll be Brandon Williams' second personal. Team foul number 1 of the half. Doug Snyder will inbound in front of the Noblesville bench here in the front court. Low to Jones, baseline left, shot blocked by Gamble, out of bounds. Good block by Joe. Noblesville will keep the ball.
So they got that ball inbounded over Gamble's head to Andrew Jones, but Gamble managed to get some revenge and got that block.
Loose ball in the inbound pass, picked up by Jeff Williams. He goes coast to coast, lays it in, and is fouled. Brandon Williams with a good defensive play to steal the inbound pass, and he goes all the way, lays it in, and drew a foul.
He was flanked by 2 Noblesville defenders as he came down the floor, managed to get the ball in and drew the foul. Now he can bring the Broncos to within 10 points.
Stephen Harmon called for his second personal as Williams missed the foul shot. Rebound to Harmon for the Millers. 42-31 is the Miller lead. Snyder with it front court. To Harmon to foul line. Back to Snyder far corner, and then right back to Harmon again. Left wing to Burks. Pulls up for an 18-footer. No good. Rebound is tipped. Grabbed by Snyder for the Millers. Baseline left, Jones. He drives the baseline. Missed the finger roll. Rebound tipped. Wouldn't fall for Noblesville. Neiman's a good hustle rebound. Now Snyder is fouled on a baseline jumper, and there once again is the Miller offensive rebounding hurting the Broncos here.
Yeah, the Broncos having trouble pulling in that defensive rebound. A couple of those rebounds actually bounced toward the outside, and the Millers were able to drag him down and bring him back inside.
Jordan Oakley called for his 4th personal. He'll have to check out as the free throw by Snyder is no good. He gets the second. So Shane Wyatt checks in for Oakley, and Kirk McCullough comes in for Noblesville, replacing Stephen Harmon.
It's going to be important for Wyatt to stay out of foul trouble here. I believe he's already got 2 fouls, and he'll have to be careful not to pick up any more.
Second free throw by Snyder is good. He's got 9 points. 43-31 Millers. Front court with it, Williams. Inside pass to Wine. He turns on Jones. Ball is loose, and it's a Bronco turnover. The steal by McCullough. Nice dish off by Nemeth on the other end to Burke. A long lead pass to Nemeth, and he left that ball down low, ball to Burke, who laid it in for an easy 2-4. Inbound in backcourt here for the Broncos. Broncos moving left to right in the second half. Williams with the ball to Gamble. Gamble drives the lane, runs into traffic, draws a blocking foul. And we'll see if Andrew Jones picks up that foul. He did this time. That'll be his 3rd personal. Team foul number 3. Stephen Harmon back into the Miller lineup, replacing Andrew Jones. Gamble inbounding baseline right for the Broncos. Jets down by 14. Into Williams. Williams to Munoz. Munoz spins in the lane. His shot up, no. Rebound to Burks for Noblesville. And Burks gets it to Snyder. Snyder a lead pass into the front court to Nemeth. Nemeth on the left wing. Near corner to McCullough. Now to Burks on the left wing. Top of the key, Nemeth. Far sideline to Snyder. Snyder on the dribble. Gives to Harmon. Now Nemeth with it. Right wing, guarded closely by Fogarty, who's coming into the lineup. Burks with it, baseline right to Nemeth on the baseline. His shot up and good. Nemeth with 8, 47-31 Noblesville.
The Millers are doing a good job of cutting to the basket and making a clean pass to put the ball in the hoop.
Fogarty drives the left side of the lane for the Broncos. He's called for travel, and the Broncos now have turned it over for the 14th time.
The Broncos look like they might be starting to get a little bit desperate here. Fogarty went in there, and there's a pretty easy call to make for the ref.
5:07 to go, 3rd quarter, 47-31. Noblesville's never trailed in this ball game. They inbound against full court pressure by the Broncos. Burks with it in backcourt to Snyder, and Snyder will dribble into the front court, guarded by Williams. Left wing to Nemeth. Nemeth to McCullough at the foul line. He drives the left side of the lane. His layup no good. Nice rebound by Shane Wyatt, but he lost the rebound. Burks grabbed the loose ball. Then we've got a stoppage of play on a whistle. I think they say the ball was kicked by Noblesville, so Jeff's going to get the ball here. Noblesville coaching staff doesn't like the call.
Jeff's going to really have to put some points on the board in a hurry. They're down by 16. It's makeable with the time left, but they're going to have to play almost perfect ball from here on out.
Munoz with it near corner, sends it top of the key to Williams. Good catch. He launches the three. Got it! Brandon Williams with his first three. He's got 5, 47-34 Noblesville.
Yeah, that could be what the Broncos need, but they'll also need a defensive stop here on this end of the floor.
McCullough with it, front court for the Millers. Baseline left to Snyder, down to Harmis, then a down low pass to Burks. And Burks is fouled on his way to the bucket for the Millers. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's Shane Wines for his third person.
Now Shane Wines got 3 and Jordan Oakley's got 4. That puts the Broncos in some pretty bad trouble here, speaking of foul trouble.
Raymond Burks, the free throw shooter, he's got 2 points. This is his first free throw attempt of the night. His foul shot in the air, good. And the Noblesville Miller lead is 14, 48-34, 4:21 to go, third quarter. Burks dribbles on the second. Burks takes his time at the foul line. Shot up and got it. 15-point deficit for the Broncos. Williams quickly up the floor. Top of the key to Munoz. Munoz spins, sends it far sideline to Gamble. Gamble drives inside. Nice reverse move. His shot up wouldn't fall, but he drew a foul. Joe will go to the line for 2 free throws. That was a very good reverse pivot move, which got himself freed for the shot.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He couldn't find anyone open to pass to, so he decided to take it himself. Looked like he was going to drive on the near side of the basket for the layup. All of a sudden he stopped, though, and put the shot up and drew the foul.
Bill Nemeth picked up his third personal. First free throw by Gamble is good. He's got 5 points. We get Blaine Koger back into the Bronco lineup, replacing Timmy Fogarty. And we've also got Dusty Mills into the lineup for the first time in the second half for Noblesville. He had a big first half off the bench with 7 points. Gamble's second free throw is in the air, and he got them both. 49-36 Noblesville, 4:09 to go, third quarter. Inbounds pass to Burks. Nice pass to McCullough. McCullough is fouled by Gamble. Great hustle play by Gamble to stop an open layup by McCullough. And Kirk McCullough will have to earn these points from the foul line as Gamble charged for his first personal.
Yeah, the foul called and Gamble there. Looked like it might have been clean, but a foul called, and he did a good job of hustling down the floor to the ball after he got beat on the play.
McCullough makes the free throw, first of 2. He's Kirk with 3 points tonight. 50-36 Noblesville. McCullough's second free throw is good. Williams with the ball, front court for Jeff, right wing to Koger, guarded by Harmis. Ball as Munoz dives for a loose ball, and we'll have a held ball. Possession arrow favors Noblesville. Jeff has just really had a hard time getting an offense really started here in the second half.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Eric. It seems like every time the Broncos get a good basket and look like they have some momentum going, the Millers immediately stop it and swing it their way.
3 ball. McCullough is buried on the right wing for Noblesville. His first 3-pointer, he's got 7. Largest lead tonight for Noblesville, 54-36. Gamble drives the left side of the lane. Shot up and good. Joe just taking things into his own hands right now. He's got 8 points, 54-38 Millers. Front court, McCullough, near corner, launches another 3. He missed this one. Rebound is grabbed by Williams. Jeff with numbers. Williams stops at the foul line, shoots a shot, short. Rebound to Burks for Noblesville.
Good rebound inside there for Williams. I'm not sure how he was not fouled on that one, but a good job of getting that rebound.
McCullough with it, left wing front court for the Millers. To Snyder, now to Burks, way out high. 3:10 to go. Millers lead 54-38. Now we got Mills with the ball, left wing. To Snyder, back to Mills, top of the key. Now to Burks on the right wing. Burks finds Harmis on the left wing, guarded closely by Munoz. He touched it, and Harmis drives inside, down low to McCullough. Shot is blocked nicely, I believe, by Gamble, and Williams grabbed the rebound. And Williams is into the front court. Far sideline on the pass to Munoz, top of the key to Koger. Inside to Wyatt, baseline right, shot up by Wyatt. No, we've got a held ball situation. prior to that bucket, I didn't think he was tied up long enough for a held ball.
Yeah, if he was tied up, he was being tied up by Dusty Mills. I mean, it looked like that could have been easily a foul call there. And Wyatt did manage to get the bucket, but it's called off for a jump ball.
Yep. Officials wave off the bucket. Possession arrow favors the Broncos. Fogarty inbounds and checked back in. His pass is deflected out by Noblesville. Jeff keeps the ball. 54-38 is their deficit. 2:35 to go third quarter. Munoz inbounds to Williams between the circles, top the key. He dribbles to the far sideline, now reverses. Near baseline right to Wyatt. He turns on Burke, and we've got a traveling violation called on Wyatt. That'll be the 15th Bronco turnover.
The Millers have really started to slow down their offense here. We're into the third quarter, 2:26 left, and you know, they've got the game in control if they can keep control of the ball, and they're trying to do just that.
Backcourt with the ball is Snyder. He's guarded by Koger. Snyder dribbles into the front court, far sideline to Mills. Now far corner to Snyder. Out high to Harmus. Harmus tried to drive. This is far corner to Snyder. Top of the key to Burks. He's open, won't shoot. Now to Mills on the left wing. Mills dribbles. Near corner to Harmus. He drives the baseline. Dishes to Snyder. Now to Mills. Far corner to McCullough. In the lane. Nice cut by Snyder, and he lays it in. Snyder now with 11, and I tell you one thing Noblesville does a good job of, Paul, is moving without the basketball, their players do.
Yeah, they're being very patient with the ball, only passing to the open players and waiting to find an open lane.
We got Munoz fouled on a drive to the bucket on the other end. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Noblesville leads by 18, 56-38, 1:41 to go third quarter. The foul is called on Doug Snyder, his second. So Cesar Munoz, the free throw shooter, he's got 9, now make it 10. Cesar came into this ball game averaging 17 points a ball game, Jeff's leading scorer, as we get Tyler Richardson into the ball game for Jeff, replacing Blaine Koger. Cesar's second free throw is missed. Rebound to McCullough for the Millers. Mills with the ball front court for Noblesville. Top the key to Burks. He drives in the lane. Dishes far sideline to McCullough. He's in the corner now. To Snyder. Inside pass is knocked away by Fogarty to Williams. Williams finds Fogarty. His layup attempt on the baseline, no good. And Noblesville may have gotten a piece of that shot. And Noblesville rebounded the basketball.
Looked like Fogarty was unsure whether to try to draw the foul or take it straight to the hoop, and he got caught right in the middle there.
56-39 Noblesville, a minute to go third quarter. Mills with it at the half-court line to McCullough, right in front of us here. Cross-court pass to Snyder. Noblesville spreads the floor again. They've done this very effectively tonight. Far sideline to Snyder. He had the ball knocked away from him over there by Williams out of bounds. The Millers will keep the ball. Anthony Woods into the lineup for Noblesville, replacing Doug Snyder. 48 seconds to go in the quarter, 56-39 Noblesville. Burks with the ball between the circles. To Woods now. Far sideline to Mills, and dribbles to his left and finds McCullough. Right back to Mills again. They try to double team him. He finds McCullough. Near corner to Burks. Guarded by Wyatt. 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Burks double team to McCullough. Drives the left baseline. His layup is good. Kirk McCullough off the bench. Looks like he has 9 points. 58-39 Noblesville. And we get a Noblesville foul in the Bronco front court. Williams was in trouble on the dribble, and he was bailed out by a McCullough foul.
The Noblesville Millers are certainly in no hurry to shoot the ball when they're down on their half-court offense. The Broncos, on the other hand, are in desperate need of some made baskets, and it's really starting to show.
Dusty Mills actually picked up that foul. Baseline right, Fogarty on the drive, wild shot, no good. Rebound to Woods for Noblesville. They've got 9 seconds to go. They lead by 19. Woods with it, front court, 5 seconds to go. Left wing, Mills, near corner McCullough, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Williams launches from three-quarter court and hits the iron and then bounces away. But that was a good effort by Williams. It wouldn't fall. Basketball on Jeff 92.
Yeah, David McCullough's team is really showing that they can adapt to what the Broncos are doing. They in the first half, were showing us a fast offense.
Yep.
Now they're showing us a slowed down offense, taking their time, looking for the open passes, and they're doing a good job of it.
And Jones starts the fourth quarter with a turnaround jumper on the baseline for Noblesville. It's no good. Rebound to Jeff. And Gamble's pass is deflected out of bounds in the front court for the Broncos by a Miller defender. Jeff will keep the ball here down by 19. Gamble inbounds far sideline to Koger, to Richardson. Munoz with it. Munoz tried to drive. Dishes to Koger. Pulls up on the right wing for an 18-footer and got it. Good move there by Blaine. 5, 58-41 Noblesville.
And a good example of passing there by the Broncos as well.
Full court pressure by the Broncos. Noblesville breaks it. Nemeth with it in the front court. To Mills. Mills up by the half-court line. Near corner to Nemeth. Back to Mills again. Top of the key between the circles. Mills on the dribble. Gives it far sideline to Nemeth. Nemeth double team. And he got it to Harmis in the far corner to Mills. Left wing to Wood. Cross-court pass to Harmis. Harmis little ball fake. Dribbles to the corner. To Nemeth now on the pass. Nemeth back to Harmis. Far sideline. Guarded by Richardson. Top of the key. Nemeth. Long three in the air. Got it. A rainbow three by Phil Nemeth. He's got 11. 20-point Noblesville lead. 61-41.
Yeah, Nemeth's a big guy, but he's showing that he can play all around here.
Got a holding foul called on Noblesville here. Dusty Sims will be called for his third, and that'll be the team's 7th. So Blaine Koger will shoot a 1-and-1 here for the Jeff Broncos. We get Henry Patterson into the ball game for the first time for Jeff. Also, Timmy Fogarty back in. Joe Gamble and Shane Wyatt go to the bench. Blaine Koger shoots 1-and-1 here. Blaine has 5 points, none of them from the foul line, and he makes the front end here of the 1-and-1. 61-42 Noblesville, 6:38 to go in the ball game. And the second free throw is missed by Koger. Rebounded Noblesville's Jones. Jones has the ball far sideline. Front court pass to Harmis. To Mills on the baseline. His shot up off the glass is good. Dusty Mills with 9. 63-42 Noblesville. Richardson with it. Front court to Fogarty. Top of the key. Drives inside. And he had his shot blocked. Rebound to Noblesville Mills. Front court Woods. Near corner to Harmis. Down low to Nemeth, and Nemeth threw it away. It pass intercepted by Munoz. Munoz gives to Richardson, far corner to Fogarty in the front court. To Munoz, back to Fogarty again, far sideline. Jeff down by 21. Munoz again with the ball. Ball's loose on the floor. Munoz got it back, and we're going to have a foul on Noblesville. Cesar Munoz will step to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul called on Andrew Jones. That's his 4th, team's 8th. Andrew Jones will check out, replaced by Raymond Burke. And we get Brandon Williams into the Jeff lineup, replacing Timmy Fogarty. 63-42 Noblesville. 5:46 to go in the game. Munoz a 1-and-1. Free throw no good. Rebound to Burks for Noblesville. Snyder with it. He drives down the lane for the Millers. His shot wouldn't fall. Foul on his way to the bucket, though, is Doug. And he goes to the line for 2 free throws. Doug with 11 points in the ballgame tonight for Noblesville.
The Broncos have really been frustrated on offense so far in the game. They're, by my count, 30 points short of their average for the season so far. And that's really
ball game. Doug Snyder at the foul line for the Millers as well right now to shoot 2 free throws. His first free throw is no good. Left it short. The Millers trying to improve to 2-0 in HCC play here on the year. If they defeat the Broncos, Broncos would fall to 1-1 in the conference as Snyder makes 1 of 2. Tyler Richardson brings the ball in the front court for Jeff to Cesar Munoz, top of the key. Cesar sends it left wing. Williams, he launches a 3. It's good. Brandon Williams with 8 points, 64-45 Millers. Millers break the pressure. Nemeth shot up on the baseline, wouldn't fall. He got a foul on Jeff Henry Patterson, so Nemeth will shoot 2. Patterson's first, team 6. Boy, Noblesville just did not let Jeff relax at all there after that made 3. They pushed the tempo there immediately.
Yeah, they're showing the Broncos some very different styles of offense here. And, you know, even Coach Scott Bunnell describes the Broncos as a streaky team on offense. They really haven't been able to get any streaks going their way so far tonight.
Nemeth missed the first, missed the second as well, so he missed both of them. Rebound to Jeff's Brandon Williams. Munoz with the front court, top the key. He shoots a 3. It's short. Rebound to Phil Nemeth for the Millers. Millers can probably work on the clock now with 5 minutes to go in the ballgame as we get a traveling violation called on Doug Snyder. That's Noblesville's 12th turnover. Kirk McCullough back in the lineup for Noblesville, replacing Phil Nemeth. 5:04 to go in the game. 64-45 Noblesville. Front court with it, high right wing, Koger for the Broncos. We get a whistle away from the ball, and Noblesville's going to pick up a foul here. And Jeff's going to the line for 2 free throws. Double bonus time for Jeff, I believe. Nope, check that. Only the 9th foul, as the foul is called on Dusty Mills, his 4th. Cesar Munoz to the foul line. Cesar in this ball game is made his first 3 as he makes the front end of a 1-and-1 here. Cesar on the night is 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Andrew Jones, who has 4 fouls, is checking in for Dusty Mills, who also has 4 fouls.
Cesar's second free throw effort is good. Cesar with 12 points in the game. 64-47 Millers. 4:57 to go in the contest. Full court pressure by the Broncos. Snyder with it. Long lead pass to Burks. Cross court pass to Jones. He missed the layup. Boy, that was a bunny layup. He missed it. Rebound is Jeff. Williams gets it to Richardson. Far corner. 3 ball in the air. Missed by Koger. Rebound in Noblesville's Harmon. Here come the Millers again. Up by 17. 4:30 to go. Snyder with it. Far corner to McCullough. McCullough down low on the blocks to Harmon, and he dribbled the ball off a foot of the defender. Pass was picked up by Jeff, and Henry Patterson fouled on his way to the bucket for Jeff here. Off a nice pass by Cesar, so Henry will shoot 2 free throws here.
You get the feeling that if Jeff was shooting better, and if it were a closer game, this foul trouble could be hurting the Millers, but it really hasn't been so far due to the wide open point spread of this game.
Kirk McCullough picked up his second timeout. And Henry Patterson is at the line for the Broncos to shoot 2 free throws here. Henry is yet to score in the night for Jeff. His first free throw is good. Henry, a 6'1" senior for the Broncos. Second free throw by Patterson is missed. Rebound to Jones for the Millers. Jones gets it to Snyder. Snyder picked up defensively in the backcourt by Richardson. Now Snyder dribbles into the front court, and we get a foul called on Tyler Richardson. That'll be Tyler's first. Team 7th, so Noblesville will get a 1-and-1 here with Doug Snyder. Noblesville on top, 64-48. For Snyder, he missed the front end. Rebound down low to Burks, and he puts it back up and in for Noblesville. Raymond Burks was 6, 66-48 Millers.
And that's really a picture of how the whole game's gone for Jeff so far. Missed free throw for Noblesville, but they got their own rebound and put in the easy bucket.
Munoz with it, front court, far sideline. Off to Patterson, the far corner. He drives inside, and a layup is good. That was a big sweeping layup there by Henry Patterson. He's got 3. 66-50 Noblesville. Snyder with it front court, top of the key. Now he picks up his dribble, sends it to Harmon. Near corner to McCullough. Baseline left Jones. He lost the ball out of bounds. Deflected out by Jeff. 3:28 to go in the game. Noblesville by 16.
Nice job by Brandon Williams of coming over, try to help out on Andrew Jones, who's under the basket with the ball, but he knocked the ball out of bounds.
Snyder inbounds to Harmus, cross-court pass to Snyder. He got the ball back. Snyder did, and he was fouled. So Snyder's going to have 2 free throws here. As Blaine Koger was called for his second personal, team's 8. Free throw in the air by Snyder is no good. He's missed 3 out of his last 4 free throw attempts for Noblesville. And he's got 12 points in the game. That actually leads all Noblesville scores. Snyder's second free throw is good. Got the 67-50 Noblesville, 3:25 left. Richardson with the ball front court, right wing to Koger. Koger tried to dribble inside, lost the ball. Ball stolen away by Jones of Noblesville. Broncos have 16 turnovers. Snyder spins into the front court for the Millers, gets a screen on the far sideline. He's double-teamed over there. We got a held ball. Snyder's tied up on the far sideline. Possession arrow favors Jeff, so that's a good double team there, and Jeff had the arrow to get the basketball back as Dusty Mills back into the Noblesville lineup, replacing Doug Snyder.
A good job of using their defensive pressure to pick up the jump ball and not foul.
67-50 Noblesville, 3:02 left. Richardson with it front court, right wing to Koger, near corner to Patterson. He drives down the baseline, lost the ball, it's loose. And it's picked up by Andrew Jones of Noblesville, so that's Jeff's 17th turnover. And the deficit remains at 17 as Dusty Mills dribbles into the front court. Left wing. Now to Burks at the high post. Way out high to Harmus. Far corner to Mills, inside to Jones, and he's fouled. Jones is going to shoot 2 free throws here for the Millers. Bronco foul called on Cesar Munoz, his first, team's 9th.
Frustration is starting to show for the Broncos. Washington, they're starting to show they've been behind the whole game, haven't led at all in this game, but they're really getting desperate, and you can tell.
Yep. Andrew Jones, the free throw shooter, he's got 8 points. He makes the first of 2. He's 1 of 2 from the foul line as Noblesville leads by 18, 68-50, 2:31 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jones eyes the second. It's in the air. Got them both. He's into double figures with 10. Here comes Tyler Richardson into the front court to Koger on the right wing. Back to Richardson. Now far sideline to Williams. To Koger. Koger travels. Broncos have 18 turnovers, and I believe now they've turned it over 3 consecutive trips. Coach Bunnell's going to make a substitution here. Timmy Fogarty back into the lineup, replacing Blaine Koger. Well, it looks as though Jeff's going to suffer their first defeat of the year tonight after starting the season 5-0 as Fogarty kicks the inbounds pass away here by McCullough. McCullough will inbound again. McCullough, long lead inbound pass to Harmus. He drives the right side of the lane. His layup is good. Harmus with 13, 71-50 Noblesville. 2:10 to go in the game. Munoz, quick 3 on the other end, missed, top of the key. Rebound to Jeff Patterson, and Patterson is fouled. Good rebound by Henry, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Henry Patterson has put in some nice minutes for the Broncos here in the 4th quarter. He's really getting inside and being physical. He's had some trouble controlling the ball, but he had a very nice layup earlier where he drove inside and laid it in with a real, with his long arms there.
Yep. And just fouling out of the game for Noblesville was Andrew Jones with 10 points as the free throws made by Henry Patterson. So Patterson has 5 points, or actually 4 points, all of them coming in this quarter. And Henry really hasn't played much tonight other than the 4th quarter. Perhaps he'll earn some more playing time as a result of this effort. Noblesville made a couple of substitutions. Phil Nemeth back in the game, as well as number 12, Anthony Woods. Patterson makes the pair. 71-52, Noblesville leads with 2:05 to go. The inbound with full court pressure, and Kirk McCullough travels off the inbounds pass. Noblesville has 13 turnovers. Jeff down by 19. They get the ball back here off the turnover. Fogarty inbounds to Patterson. Near corner, out high to Williams. To Fogarty. Fogarty drives inside, and he travels. Jeff now with 19 turnovers. Under 2 minutes to go, 71-52. Noblesville leading. Baseball pass, and Woods falls down with the ball in the front court, picked up by Richardson. Far corner, Williams launches a three, and it goes. Williams has 2 threes here in the quarter, 71-55 Norris. And Williams has a total of 11 points in the ballgame. Noblesville has called a 30-second timeout. I believe Kokomo was 0-4 on the young season starting tonight. Noblesville inbounds against full court pressure. McCullough turns it over. Williams with it to Munoz from the left wing. He launches a three. Yes! Cesar Munoz with a three. He's got 15. And the lead is down to 13 now, 71-58. Noblesville with the basketball, 1:28 to go. In backcourt with it, Woods. He swings it into the front court to Burks. Left wing, Burks double team. Back to Woods at the half-court line. Woods dribbles to his right and bounces to Snyder. Snyder double team. Cross-court pass to Nemeth. Near corner to Burks. To Woods. 1:12 to go. Broncos down by 13. Woods gets it to McCullough. Baseline right. Nemeth shot block, but we've got a foul. Looks like Patterson had a lot of ball on that block, but we do have a foul against the Broncos, and Patterson's going to pick it up. That'll be his second personal. Phil Nemeth will shoot 2 for Noblesville.
Yeah, the Broncos with nothing to lose here. They're playing a really aggressive, no-holds-barred style of defense here. And you're right, it did look like Patterson got a lot of the ball there, but he did get called for the foul.
Phil Nemeth missed the first free throw. He'll get a second. Dusty Mills back in for Noblesville, replacing Kirk McCullough. Jeff down by 13, 1:06 to go here in the ball game. And Phil Nemeth gets a second free throw opportunity. He's missed 3 free throws in a row until he makes here. 72-58 Noblesville. Blaine Koger back into the Jeff lineup, replacing Timmy Fogarty. And also Harmis came in for Noblesville. Richardson with it front court for Jeff. High right wing to Koger. Near corner to Patterson. Under a minute to go. Patterson drives the baseline. Cut off there. He passes out high to Williams. Koger with it left wing. Right wing to Williams. He pulls up for 3. No. Nice rebound and a putback though by Patterson. 72-60 Noblesville. 40 seconds to go here in the game.
Patterson really caught the Millers napping there. Got inside, got his offensive rebound, and put it back in.
Front court with it. Woods out high at the half-court line to Sims. Far sideline to Harmis. 28 seconds to go. Cross-court pass to Woods. He sends it right back cross-court to Snyder. In the lane to Sims. And far corner to Burks. 20 seconds to go. Noblesville trying to run out the clock. Backdoor pass to a wide-open Harmis, and he scores. 15, 74-60. 10 seconds to go. Richardson trying to go coast to coast for the Broncos. He lays it up, no. Rebound to Burks. With 5.1 seconds to go, we've got a whistle and a foul. And Noblesville's going to win it here tonight on the road, leading 74-60. The Jeff foul is going to go against Tyler Richardson, his second. So Noblesville goes to the other end to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, that was really a frustration foul there on that end by Tyler Richardson. You know, the game's out of hand. Only 5 seconds left of the game. No need for a foul there, but you can tell he's definitely getting frustrated.
Raymond Burks shooting 2 free throws for Noblesville with 5.1 seconds to go in the game. Burks' free throw is in the air, and it is good. It drops through the net. It bounced high up off the rim and dropped through. Burks with 8. We get some Miller substitutions. Number 10, Grant Rogers in. Number 22, Miles Maddox. And also number 32, Michael Dines into the game. Burke's second free throw in the air. He got them both. And we also had another Noblesville substitution, number 44, off the JV roster. Near corner, launching a 3 is Koger. No good. Rebound tipped out, and the ball game has concluded with